Hey there, it's Summer with Hammond's Nest, and today I'm working with some corn husk. The first tip for this project before we get started is to make sure that your corn husks are pliable, and if for some reason you store them, you will need to re-moisten them just by spritzing them with a little bit of water and letting them get moist. Okay, so we're going to use those corn husks on this Dollar Tree pumpkin. I took the velvet off and the stem that came with this particular pumpkin, and I'm going to use these beautiful corn husks to wrap around this pumpkin. Now, what I have found works best, you can kind of see my process here. I will not make you watch me wrap the entire thing, but I will show you, a few steps, is just to start with a thinner part inside where the stem's going to go, and then wrap around, slightly overlapping the next piece of corn husk with the previous one. That way everything is nice and covered and it gives you that really beautiful texture. You also need to make sure that you trim up nicely on the bottom so that your pumpkin will sit up on its own, because if you just continue to glue all those pieces, the bottom becomes very, very thick and your pumpkin will be super, wonky. Now a little wonky is okay, but you wouldn't want it just falling over completely. So there we go, completely wrapped. The bottom's great. Now we're going to work on some embellishments to make it look even more like a pumpkin now that we've covered it. So I've got this like sisal twine, and I'm cutting 3 sections of it because I measured from the stem all the way to the bottom. And I'm just going to work very slowly just to glue that piece to create those sections of a pumpkin. I like this. If you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you some that I have done in the past where I actually painted and stained the corn husk to give it a different look. Yes, you can do that with a corn husk. It's pretty awesome. So got all those sections done on that pumpkin. Now I'm pulling out some of my favorite grapevine wire that I've mentioned in several other videos. I get it at Hobby Lobby. It comes in several different colors as well. And so I just twist that, make a little section, and I glued that down in the center there, pulling out my favorite greenery again. I'm keeping it very simple. There's so much that you could do to make this pumpkin so pretty, but I'm just gluing in a few little pieces of greenery. And then as one little last touch to create some tendrils, I have some just little copper wire that I'm going to cut a couple pieces off. I'm going to use the end of my paintbrush to roll it up to create that little spiral there. See how cute that is? And then I'm just going to glue those in place. And I believe there's some more things that like I said, that I could easily add, but I'm just going to leave it at this because it matches my other 2 that I did a while back last fall, and now they will all coordinate together. So here's the 3 all together that I told you I did. So this one was actually painted like a creamy white. This one I actually stained like with a darker paint. It's really cool looking. And then here's the one that we just made on camera. And I think they all look very nice gathered together here. Well, there's so much more you could do with corn husk, and I hope to show you some more ideas. So if you buy a bag of corn husk that you can put them to use, they're really especially pretty for the fall season. I hope this one inspires you. I appreciate you watching. Have a good day.